Yeah, it is, dork. This is the bus. We got this in real life. Like Josh or something? I'm not keeping them right here.
I'd like to get off here.
I know you're smarter than that. Sixth grade? Yeah, I never got that presidential. Oh, I didn't because I was just out of school.
Oh, money! Yeah!
Give me back my money.
Money!
I don't like being videotaped.
Too bad.
Mine? This one wasn't mine. Whose is it?
Oh, look out!
Don't get so close to that. Mine's gone.
Alrighty.
Stop.
Hey! Recording you. What are you doing?
Recording you.
Okay.
This trip makes you 10 pounds heavier. Are we going in now?
Still recording? Yep.
Okay.
Here.
some awards if you do well. And then the band's going to come back up. By the way, this is the Matrix Band for West Sound Community Church. Hey, what youth ministries do we have here tonight? Sylvan Way, are you here? Eastgate, is Eastgate here? Abundant Life? West Sound? Faith Fellowship? You want to sing anybody? Lincoln Avenue, I'm so sorry. By the way, Lincoln Avenue is responsible for this whole thing. You guys rock. Your youth pastor, Bill's awesome, man. If it wasn't for Bill, we wouldn't be here. Right on. Okay, we're going to do a couple of games up here. I'm going to ask Toby to come over. Toby is with Youth for Christ and West Sound Matrix Ministry. And Toby's going to lead us in a game called Rump Charades.
For those that don't know me, I love to embarrass people. And especially the ones from the Matrix. Hey, Kris, you ready? He goes and hides. Okay, 2 volunteers. 2 volunteers, you better come up or I'll choose you. Young man right there with the pink and yellow, that is cool. I just wish I had hair, but that's not it. Okay, someone from this side.
Go.
Maybe the young lady, so we can go boy against girl. You got Okay, what's your name?
Amanda.
Okay, this is Amanda. Where do you go to church?
Lincoln Avenue.
Where do you go to school? Whoa, okay. Where do you go to school?
Next year I go to Birmingham.
All right. Okay, what's your name? Paul. Hi, Paul. That's Paul back there in the box. Paul is king. Okay, actually, he signs my paycheck, so it's cool. Okay, where do you go to church?
Lincoln Avenue.
And where do you go to school?
Olympic High.
See, who knows where he goes to school? That's scary. Now, Ricki, do you have a word? I got a word. Okay, now, you two go over here to Ricki. Ricki's going to give you a word. The object of this game, these people are going to stand up here, and what they're going to do is they're going to spell out a word, just like in any other type of thing, but they're going to spell it out with their buttocks. So, it's going to be fun. It's going to be wild.
You're spelling for those guys.
Smelling? Yeah, she smells for those guys. He smells for those guys. Anyway. So basically what I can do is cat, you start like this for these guys, and you do a C, and then you have to, well, I can't spell, I'm old. I graduated from South Kids have too. Whoa! Hey, it's all good. South Kids have rolled on with it.
I don't know if I can do this.
Ricki, you watch for them. You want to come and watch for this group for me? Go. Hey everybody, that's Reiner Coombs, pastor of West Sound Community Church, the best pastor in the world. All right, on your mark, get set. Hey Paul, what are we doing tomorrow? A vacation? Sweetness. On your mark, get set, go. Come on, shake it, dude. Oh, we already got it. Boom. Hey. He goes with Matrix. 2 more. Here, come here, this time. You. Young man. Go. So we have 2. Here we go. Hi, what's your name? Anyway. No. Anyway, this is Scott. He goes to Matrix too, so he's cool. Hi, what's your name?
Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. Why don't you go over here to Ricki? Yeah, Ricki's going to give you a word. Wait, you got to come over here too so you can hear it. Is it easy for this time? Put a smell it out. On your mark, get set. What was it? Riot. The word was riot. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you guys stink, man. Come on, someone's got to do something here. Who's going to make up for it? You right there with the yellow shirt. Come on. I'm going to go shoot it. Come on. Hey, don't make me come sit on you. Hey, go to the side. Oh, okay, sorry. I got to listen to my elders. Come on. Everybody, come on, make her get up here. What's your name? What's your name? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna sit on you too. Come on, everybody, cheer out. Come on, come on. You stay there in the bear sheet even more. Come on. Hey, we need to move on. We're not moving on to you, right? Okay. Oh, we got on this side. So, it's time to pick on the new intern. Hey, Melissa, come on. Hey, make sure you get this on video recorder wherever he went. This is blackmail. He's okay. Here you go. He's right here. Here we go.
Here we go. Here's the letter.
How you doing, Jess?
Oh no.
Hey, wait. I gotta put on my body in the wind.
On your mark. Get set. So you really like it when we embarrass you, don't you? Go! Go! We already scored. You about time. Who did it?
Intern!
Who did it?
The intern got the word intern!
Oh! Did you get it right? I ain't even gonna go there. Okay, this is it. Do or die. This is for the championship. Okay? Now, obviously this side's gonna win because this is golf. The lowest score wins. So, who's gonna do the last one? Either can I. That's what I'm saying. Come on. Come on. Youth pastors. It's youth pastor's turn. I was so cute. Okay, we got one right here. And we got the other one right there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah! We got three of them.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, come on.
Hey, they all got to be.
There we go. You're doing it.
Toby.
He's just checking it.
Okay, y'all ready?
Come on. I got to go right next to each other. Right next to each other.
Okay, but you guys gotta do it right next to each other, right here in the middle. Hey, Paul, you want to trade places? Play drums for you. Ooh. Hey, I'm up front. You get away.
Okay, y'all ready?
In the middle, Toby. Toby.
Keep them up, guys. Ready? You set? No. Go.
First letter.
Toby was king.
All right, guys, one more. We got another game for you. This game is called 9 Questions. I need 2 young ladies to help me out. I need 2 young ladies to help me out. But as we do that, I'm going to introduce to you Paul. This is Paul. And he's just a young man. We call him Hunka Hunka Burning Love. All right? And so we need 2 young ladies, all right? 2 young ladies. Okay, 1 and 2. Here we go. Okay, now, Ellie, would you help me out? All right. And your name is?
Abra.
Abra, where are you from? You know, like what church?
Oh, West Sound.
What school you go to?
CK.
Woo, CK. What's your name?
Veronica. I'm going to Olympics.
All right. Yeah. Okay, now Ellie, you're going to take...
That's my daughter, Madeline.
Oh, this is Madeline right here. She is the newest missionary at Youth for Christ. Ellie's going to take these two lovely young ladies out of here.
Bye.
They're gone.
Bye.
They're leaving, so they don't... No. Maybe me? No? See about that. Okay, here's the rules. I'm going to give you 9 questions. Now, each time I answer cycle 3, I'll give you the answer. It's pretty easy. Just go yes, no, yes. So, actually, start off like the mic. You guys hear me without it?
Yeah. No.
Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, no, yes.
Yes, no, maybe. All right, question number 1. What's this? Or excuse me. Let me get this right. We're give me a whole lot of work in here. Yes, no, yes. Rick, where'd you go? Bring it back in. Bring it back in.
Rick, we haven't books.
Yeah.
Run down. Do it one more time. I was right. Okay.
All right. You know what this is?
I'd rather not.
Now, there's always a trick at Matrix Campus Life, youth group, ministries, anything like that. If you don't answer questions the way you're supposed to, you're going to use the water trick? If you don't answer the questions the way you're supposed to, right? If you don't answer the questions the way you're supposed to, you get that. Yeah.
So the answers are yes, no, yes.
Oh, okay.
You know what this is?
Yes.
Do you know what it does?
No.
Can I show you?
Yes.
Do you know what this is?
Yes.
Do you know what it does?
No.
Can I show you?
Yes.
Do you know what these are? Do you know what they do?
No.
Can I show you?
All right. Go ahead, have a seat. Go.
Maddie, it's your turn. Come here, Maddie. Do you know what these are?
You're in trouble now.
It's okay. What's your name again?
Veronica.
Veronica, okay. It's pretty simple. I'm going to ask you 9 questions. And,
kidding.
Yeah, 9. I didn't say it on the board, but we have 9. And, see that bucket over there Rick's got? If you get the answer wrong, it's full of water.
It is. My arm's starting to hurt.
Yeah, yeah. You see, I'll give you the answers. Make it easy. I'll give you the answer. I'll give you the answers. It's yes, no, yes. In that order, all 3 cycle questions, okay?
I'm supposed to believe you?
Yes.
Yes, we got one so far.
Okay, here we go. Do you know what this is?
The hand.
Wait. One more chance.
Okay, got it. Yes.
Yes, no, yes.
Yes.
You know what this is?
I do know what this is. Yes.
Okay.
Do you know what it does?
Most of the time.
Yes, it does.
No.
Okay, a little bit of help. Do you know what it does? You never said no. So, can I show you?
What are you doing?
Mikey. Next set of questions. Do you know what this is?
Yes.
But she knows what's going to happen if she don't answer these questions right.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, just so she
We're
knows.
talking super wet willy. Do you know what this does?
No.
Can I show you?
Yes.
Last set of questions. With the part.
Oh my God.
You know what these are?
Yeah. I start walking.
Do you know what they do?
No.
Can I show you?
Yes.
You have a choice. Yes or wet.
Yeah.
Did she say yes? Oh, man.
Wait, we're going to get.
Now here's the deal. We're going to crack this egg, all right? And we're going to put this egg inside the tube. No, you guys go together. One of you will be on this side, and the other will be on this side. Now the thing you don't want to do is let your opponent blow harder than you, because if you do, you'll become an egg-sucking dog.
It's clean on that end.
Okay, I suck at that side. Are your hands clean?
Yeah, my hand is real. Here we go. Now, whatever you do, make sure you stay facing this direction. Don't go that way. We don't want any of the sound equipment to get eggs. On your mark. You better get up there quick. Now, I'm going to say get set. You got to put your mouth on it on set. Don't start yet. Get set.
Steve, get on the other side.
Put it up there. Get set. Put it up there. Go.
Go!
It's always coming.
Oh, you missed that.
I eat one raw egg every day. Go like this. I think I'm going to do. You eat a whole one of those every day? You eat a raw egg every day?
All I do is like I crack the egg open and I put it in the egg or
Being videotaped! Yeah! Oh yeah, you guys! That's lovely!
there's like before I like it.
Oh, wait, but it's all down here, right? Whoops, sorry, I missed that one.
You ready?
I should.
It's everywhere. Make it happen. The last thing you want to be down south is an egg-sucking dog. Y'all ready? You ready? On your mark?
That's an egg shell.
Step forward. Don't step forward. Don't start kicking. You ready? Let it out. Put your mouth up there. Don't blow. Ready? Let it out. Don't let it out. Don't let it out. Put your mouth up there. Go. No, keep your mouth on it. Keep your mouth on it. Okay, now wait a minute. You guys are breaking all the rules. You cannot take your mouth off. Stop taking your mouth off.
Hey, Steve, this time you grab an egg and stand behind Megan, I'll grab one and stand behind him. If they mess up, we'll just put it on them anyway. What do you guys think?
Whole yolk when we got time.
And we got the water.
Right? All right. If you take your mouth off. Oh, there's water in there. All right, here we go. One. Put your mouth on. Put your mouth on it so it doesn't come out. Don't blow until I tell you to. Don't blow until I tell you to. Don't blow. Put your mouth on it. Put your mouth on it. Coming out. Go!
Oh, that's disgusting.
Put your mouth on it. Why'd you quit? Hey, can I get a little help in my kitchen? Listen, can you get some more of those paper towels?
Where's the bounces on?
Moving on.
outside, do some crazy on the horse. He's saying, come on, Ricki, let's go faster. And he's doing all the cowboy gladiator things. Yeehaw, yeehaw! And all of a sudden, these horses are just bolting, man. They're just like total gallop, just flying down the side of the road. I'm like, holy cow, man, what is wrong with John? And we're just riding, and and John's just spurring him on. He's got these big, ugly cowboy spurs on, too. And he's just jamming his horse, saying, come on, horse, let's go. And so we're just cooking down the road. Pretty soon, something spooked his horse. Now, if you've ever been on a horse galloping and something spooked your horse, it's not a friendly thing to happen. Not pretty at all. This horse spooks. And so John is all of a sudden tossed to the side like that. Now, his saddle wasn't cinched very well. The saddle turned sideways. Poor John has got his foot stuck in the stirrup. The saddle flips off sideways. He's hanging down, and the horse is just dragging him. He's all like, help me, Ricki, help me, help me, Ricki. My horse done leaving him, you know, and I can't, he's got us going so fast, I don't even know what to do now. So I'm thinking, I got to be like the Lone Ranger, Roy Rogers, somebody. I got to figure out a way to save him. Poor John, he's all, help me, Ricki, help me, Ricki, help me, Ricki. He's just bonging all down the road, and there's nothing I can do. Now, I'm telling you, if it hadn't been for the Kmart manager running out there, pulling the electrical cord out of that little plastic horse, I think John would have been dead today. Man, you got to watch it when you ride those little plastic horses. But I love riding horses. A friend of mine, his name is Mark, he's not here tonight. Now, he and I used to ride horses for real. Now, he used to hunt on his horse. He had a horse named Zach and another horse named Babe. And we used to exercise the horses 3 times a week for 2 to 3 hours a day. This is back when I was in my 20s, and riding horses didn't really take that much out of me, but now I'm in my 40s, I try not to do that very often. But the funnest thing in the world was to get Zach and Babe up on the power line roads. Oh, man. Then it wasn't a plastic horse, it was the real thing. And you were just flying down the road thinking, you've got it all made. Now, the thing is back then I was rather competitive, and Mark was competitive. And if you know anything about horses, if you spur one on, just like in the story of the plastic horses, real horses are competitive too. And so we used to try to, just trot along down the road until finally one of us would kind of get his dander up a little bit, and pretty soon we'd nudge the horse in the side, and the horse would go a little bit faster. And as soon as one horse went a little bit faster, the other horse would go a little bit faster. So pretty soon they're side by side, just starting to cook. And then one of us, thinking, who's going to get the head start, who's going to get the jump to win the race? Because if you're out in front, you're in control of everything because you know the way that you're going. Mark gets a jump on Zach, and so Babe is about two horse lengths behind. And Zach is just hauling down this power line road. Mark's riding this horse just as hard as he can, and Babe is trying to catch up, and of course I want to catch up. So we're just all tucked down on the horse, just going for it. Now the thing is there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the way they're in, the end of it is death. And I guarantee you there are times in life when you think you're going one way, and that way is about to lead to sudden destruction. Mark's got Zach at a full gallop. He's hauling down the power line road, wanting to win the race. I'm trying to catch up. And if you know anything about riding horses, if you are in control, if you're knowing what you're doing, and you give your horse a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, it will do what you want it to do if it's well trained. Mark notices a left-hand dirt road turn about 50 yards ahead. Ricki doesn't see it because he's eating Mark's dust. Mark's flying up there, and he tells me later, he's thinking, if I take this left-hand turn really hard, I bet my horse, Zach, which is a quarter horse, can turn nearly on a dime and will leave Ricki in the herd. And remember, we're in our 20s. Mark's trucking on down there, and sure enough, he yanks hard to the left. His horse does what good quarter horses do, turns down this left-hand turn, but my horse is about ready to catch up. And what you don't know about horses, if you're not much of a horse rider, is that the horse in the rear likes to follow the horse in the front. The problem is the rider in the rear, he doesn't oftentimes know what the rider in the front's going to do. And so, just like John with the plastic horse, when Mark's horse Zach took the left-hand turn, my horse Babe decided to take a left-hand turn, only I did not know that she was going to do that. And so Babe starts to take the left-hand turn, only I'm thinking I'm going this way. There's got to be some kind of law of physics that applies at this particular point. When your horse goes this way and your body wants to go that way. And so Babe takes this hard turn, and my body does exactly what John did on the plastic horse. My body went, whoa! Now I'm hanging off sideways on this horse. And because my body's hanging off sideways, I'm pulling Babe off the road. She now is in the brush, and I'm hanging off sideways, and the brush is doing smack, 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 smack. Finally, I have hold of the reins, and Babe is trying to catch up with Zach. It was nothing I did. It wasn't any good horsemanship. It was just total horse. Babe decided to follow Zach, and she finally got back up on the dirt roads. I had scratches all on my face and all on my chest. Mark pulls Zach up. Babe just kind of gently pulls in behind. I was standing there on my horse, sitting on the horse all beat up, tore up and everything. I said, Mark, why'd you do that? He said, you know what, Ricki? There's a way that seems right unto man, but the end therein is death. Because when we both thought about it, this proverb came to our mind. Being students of the Bible, we remembered this. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. And young people, the horse story is just an illustration that you think you're going one way, and all of a sudden you are going another way. You see, in life, it's the same way. We think we're headed in a particular direction, but we find out we're going in the wrong direction. And that is the way of life. Young people and old people alike want to feel secure. They want to feel happiness. They want to feel that they belong to someone. And so oftentimes they will pick ways that they think leads to life or fulfillment or significance or security. And what it ends up doing is it leads to death. Sometimes emotional death, and sometimes spiritual death, and even sometimes physical death. Now we could go on and on and on. Your youth pastors tell you this all the time about the way that people go thinking that they're going to find life. But here's one small secret that I want you to remember about trying to find that particular way. It's usually not out of a wicked heart, like an Adolf Hitler, or a Saddam Hussein, or a Jeffrey Dahmer. That's usually not what most people are doing when they're taking a particular way. Most people are following a way that helps them to feel loved. And isn't it true that you want to feel loved? And isn't it true that I want to feel loved? And isn't it true that everybody in the world wants to feel like someone loves them? And sometimes when we try to find the way to that love, we look in the wrong places. Those wrong places are all in your head right now, and I'm not going to go through them. But I just simply want to end on this particular note. There is another way. And that particular way, go ahead with the other button. The end of it is the way of life. Hold on for just a minute while I try to turn my Bible again. I almost need help, I think. Was that good? That was good. I know. Jesus said, I am the way, and the truth, and the life. And no one comes to the Father except through me. Kirk, and John, and Toby, and Ellie, and myself, and every other youth worker here have told you guys this over and over again. That Jesus said, I am the way, and the truth, and the life. And in this particular case, if you follow this path, and you follow his way as hard as you possibly can, you will never find yourself hanging off the side of the saddle. You will never find yourself dragged behind the saddle. You will never find yourself finding the way unto death. You will always find yourself finding the way unto life. His name is Jesus. So the school's out for summer party. And we want to do the party for two particular reasons. To give you a great time and to give you a reminder that while you're not in school this summer, you're going to have opportunity to rub shoulders with some people. And with your freedom, you're going to have some opportunity to do some things that maybe you ought not be doing. And you might rub shoulders with some friends who don't know Jesus Christ. In fact, maybe tonight you're here and you don't know the way of life that is through Jesus Christ. And so a reminder to you is not just to have fun, but to find life and not death. And I can't make you do anything. John can't make you do anything. Toby can't make you do anything. No youth worker, no mom or dad can make you do anything. We can only offer you choices. And the choice that we would prefer that you take is the choice that leads to life, and his name is Jesus. Jesus said, I am the way and the truth and the life. And no one comes to the Father but through me. So whether you're horseback riding, acting like a gladiator, going to some movie that's going to fill your brains with something you don't really need, you find yourself in the back seat of a car with somebody you don't belong in the back seat of the car with. You find yourself at a party with something available to you that you ought not have available to you. Maybe some of you are hurting and reeling from family struggles, and maybe mom or dad are doing something that's causing trouble for you, or maybe you're doing something that's causing trouble for them. Maybe you're feeling abandoned, maybe you're feeling lonely, whatever it happens to be. There is a way, and the way therein leads to death. And you can follow that way, or you can take John's example, and Kurt's example, and Toby's example, and Ellie's example, and all the other youth workers' examples, and most of your examples here tonight, and find life. And find life. I'll end on this note. In the last 10 days, 5 different families have called me.
Excuse me, have you the time?
The what?
The time, do you know what time it is?
Oh, the time, yes, yes, of course. I do know what time it is.
I don't suppose you could tell me.
Oh, I think that's something I probably could do.
Well?
Well, what?
What time is it?
2:40. Terrific. It is, isn't it? Although I usually prefer 3 o'clock.
I was supposed to catch the bus at 2:35.
How nice.
I don't suppose you were here at 2:35.
Don't you really?
Let me simplify this. Were you here at 2:35?
2:35.
Yes.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was sitting right here. How about that?
Well, jolly good. Then the bus is late. I haven't missed it.
No, the bus didn't come at 2:35.
Say that's fine.
It was more like 2:34 and 30 seconds. Well, actually, it went closer to 38 seconds. Well, by the time the bus had actually stopped, it went closer to 2:34 and 40 seconds. But if you count for the door swinging open and swinging... All right, let's just call it 2:34 and 45 seconds, shall we?
The point is I missed the bus.
You're having some sort of breakdown, aren't you?
If the bus was here, then why didn't you get on it?
Because I'm not waiting for the bus.
But you're at the bus stop.
Yes, that's true, isn't it?
Well, if you're not waiting for the bus, then why are you standing here?
Well, because it's so muddy over there.
No, I mean, why are you standing here at all?
Well, I'm sort of waiting for someone. Finally.
So you're meeting a friend?
No.
Let me guess. You're waiting for a stranger.
Yes, that's right.
I know I'm going to regret this, but do you often come to the bus stop to meet strangers?
Well, I try to at least once a week. I like to more often, but you know how that goes.
What?
What?
No, why would you want to meet strangers at all?
Well, you wouldn't expect me to actually bring them to my house now, would you?
So, you meet these friends at the bus stop? Why?
Well, because most of my friends already know.
What?
I said most of my friends already know.
Already know what?
Well, only the most exciting news since the beginning of time.
So, you come to the bus stop to meet friends, strangers, just to tell them this exciting news?
Yes, that's right.
Well, it must be pretty great.
Oh, it is.
You don't sell Amway, do you?
Amway? Heavens no.
Well, then what is it?
Amway? Well, it's this marketing plan that all people...
No, I mean this news you're so excited about.
Well, you seem rather excited about it yourself.
Speak.
6 years ago, I entered this relationship. Well, it's been more of an adventure, really. It's absolutely changed my life. When I used to think about how uptight I used to be.
Well, go on.
Oh, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting right here.
I mean, tell me more about this person you met.
Now, did I say I met a person?
Look, if you don't want to tell me, fine. I just thought since you were at the bus stop waiting for a stranger, and I'm a stranger, then perhaps we could talk. But I'm certainly not going to force you.
Okay.
Look, what do you have against me anyway?
Now, what makes you think I have something against you?
Well, I'm standing here practically begging for you to tell me about this exciting news of yours, and it's like pulling teeth to get you to say a word.
I didn't know you were a dentist.
You're beginning to bug me.
Look, I don't mean to put you off. It's just I thought you had a bus to catch, and this might take a few minutes.
Who cares about the blasted bus?
Well, all right, but I don't like to force people to listen to this.
Believe me, I want to know. In fact, I'll probably die if I don't find out.
Oh, so you've already heard.
I haven't heard anything yet.
Well, all right, but only if you're sure.
I'm positive.
Well, I told you about meeting this man 6 years ago. Since that time, I've been getting to know him and learning to love him. It's not like that, what? His name is Jesus Christ. But this might take a bit of time.
So I know this cafe where they serve the most delightful crumpets and tea.
Well, smashing. Let's go.
Shall we then?